Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. The Bears will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Can anyone catch him? They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to play
He's just gonna come off over.
when I was playing quarterback. So I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Leaves it with the running back. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The give on the counter. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Jesus
Got rid of
Christ.
the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another
Come on,
nice
bro. Y'all
game
can't do
this
this.
time on the ground.
Quick timeout
I
by
need
the
no
defense
huddle
here,
without
trying
no
to make
huddle.
sure
I'm
everyone
this
has the
not to do
same
this.
call. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What the fuck?
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. On 2nd down, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Grade level?
I don't know.
9. Horned Frogs. Is that actually a real team? Is it really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to be called Horned Frogs. I don't know why. So,
That's
all
a real
right.
team?
Huh?
That's a real team?
All right, well, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Light up, right?
Yep.
All right,
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
All righty.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We end anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all...
He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Discards a man. The Horned Frogs get it past the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the ground, he's got it again. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Trying to get to him. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's got him wide open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, TCU! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Bears!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bitonio. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This running back just doesn't lay down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. After the run, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On second down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The inside handoff. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 21 to Southern Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives.
Touchdown, Bears! And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And that ball is picked off, bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air on first down. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting outside there. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bears! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll try to do it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Fox. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Baylor.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Get set, get set.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are